Welcome, hunters, to Hunter Sub episode 44, I think. Pretty sure it is, but we're recording way out of order because we have some special guests today. This is Fortuan here, and joining us today is SoHellkite.
Hello again.
And WolfyMelon.
Hello.
Thank you, guys. I normally use this introduction to thank you for the music, so thank you, Wolfie.
You're very welcome.
And then also Jeremy Clark for doing our art, and r/Monster Hunter World for being our friends. So today, I think we're just going to have fun chatting about Monster Hunter. But one of the things that I wanted to point out is it's been a great 2018 for Monster Hunter.
Whew, it's done well. It's done well. Honestly, Monster Hunter World has just blown up in just popularity. Everyone wants a piece of Monster Hunter now. Everyone.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
It blew up when it came out, and now everyone's now in. It's the collaboration with Final Fantasy 14. Now, as you were talking, like when we were talking earlier, it's now in Smash. People just want to get the old copies now. It's fun. It's weird because Monster Hunter was just no one cared about Monster Hunter until now.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as big like before. Considering like
Right.
when Generations came out, it was kind of a. I don't know, it seemed like it was kind of a niche game, and now it's like everybody wants it, especially now it's coming out on PC.
Mainstream, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah. I have people stopping me at work talking to me about Monster Hunter now, and that used to be like a
Wow.
non-heard of thing.
Yeah,
they
more
know I
people
do
seem
the
to know about
podcast
it.
here. Yeah. It's crazy. Like I've never seen. I mean, I can't remember when you got into it, Robbie, but I know Wolfie, you were in since the first game.
Yeah.
And it's been a roller coaster of trying to get this game to come out in the U.S. ever since we fell in love with it. I mean, we didn't straight up get number 2.
Next step, I want more merchandise over here. More plushies.
Merchandise.
In
I want
the West,
a theme
please.
park. I want more people.
Theme park,
I want
cafe.
esports ready. But no.
Speaking about esports, I don't know if no, you guys wouldn't be able to listen because it's not edited yet. But we had the time
Championships.
attack challenge that
Oh,
they
yeah?
did over the weekend.
I watched that.
Yeah.
So you know him, Brother Virtue, on
Yes.
Twitter. He was one of the contestants. We had him and his partner Omnitoad on.
Oh,
And they
nice.
placed third in that time attack challenge. And there's a hope maybe that could become something bigger than just that one event.
Yeah.
So,
I
cool.
actually watched it. I was at work and I had a huge long break and I was like, awesome. And I just sat there and I watched the whole championships, and it was really weird seeing how many people were actually interested watching it. And it was weird seeing Brother Virtue on the other side of the screen, like wearing the eSport t-shirt, and he did really well. Did you guys watch what he did? Because it was fantastic.
I haven't yet. Unfortunately, I had 2 screaming toddlers. So
No, I only watched a couple of bits of it. I didn't.
It was
watch all
very
of it.
impressive. Like they were just in sync. I couldn't kill Nergagunta that fast. It's dumb.
did you guys see our Hunters logo? He was rocking the Hunter Sub logo.
I did notice that. Yes, I did notice that. I was like, I recognize that, and then then it clicked. I was like, damn, that's cool.
Yeah, he actually asked us to do that, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, do it.
Brother Virtue's a very competitive person, but he's a sweetheart. He is.
Yeah, it was fun talking to him again. We've had him on a couple times now. I like meeting all these people, especially you guys, and having them on the podcast because it's fun just to talk.
Yeah, talking's fun. I like to talk. Wolfie likes to
I
talk
like
too.
talking, especially about Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Nice segue.
So one of the things that some people pointed out, it's not just Monster Hunter World. We're also getting Double Cost or GU.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Rob, get a
amazing.
Switch.
You guys got to see it.
Me and Wolfie actually were very, very lucky enough to get invited to a London event by
Yeah.
Socks, the community manager for the UK. So we both got into a train, shot down to London, met each other, insulted each other as usual. Met up with our good friend Tom.
I You were late.
Yeah, but I was meeting
time.
up with Tom. I explained this to you. We were trying to find each other. I don't know London very well, okay?
uncovered
Get
something
off my
secret.
back. Come on. But anyway, we got to the
Touched a
event.
nerve.
Yeah, touched a nerve. Fight me, bro. But anyway, we got to the event, and we met all these other content creators from
Yeah, it was so
Eric's
awesome.
Gaming, 269, Trizip, and some other guys. I have no idea who they are, but it was lovely to meet them. And we actually got to sit down and actually play a 4-player co-op of Monster Hunter
Nice.
Generations Ultimate, and it was
Yeah.
good.
We did pretty well actually. We managed to defeat Valstrax, didn't we?
With a bomb.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, is that his name
We
now,
literally had
Valstrax?
like 10 seconds left. I swear.
And we
to
were
God.
going ham. We weren't having any breaks. We're like struggling. We were going ham. and this guy,
it was
he's tough.
pretty challenging.
So did you guys? This is a weird question, but did you guys sharpen? Because I heard that sharpening actually decreases your speed, your hunting speed.
Hunting speed?
In some cases, yeah. That's what Virtue was saying in their Nergigante challenge. Sharpening was actually lowering your DPS to take the sharpen. You
Really?
actually had to keep attacking regardless of your sharpness.
Oh yeah. I mean, we didn't have a time attack like what Virtue was doing. Like you just
No.
had to keep smacking him and that. But like we just played Generations Ultimate, just try and kill the big the big jet
Yeah.
monster thing. Hello, cat.
Jet. We call him jet lag. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna go.
Yes, yeah.
Bad pun.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was super. It was super fun. It was really nice, and there was like a barbecue, and
God. Oh.
we got to have demon drug cocktails as well.
Yeah. Cat.
Nice.
No.
I would have skipped because I don't drink, but that'd have been cool. That I tried to get Eric's on here also. I've had him on a couple times too, but he was busy. He's always busy.
He's a busy
Yeah,
guy. I mean,
he's a
when
busy guy.
we did see him at the event, I literally shook his hand, and that's all it, because he got swamped by like a million people. And I was like, okay, I'll just leave you later, bye, and just walked off and just hung around with Wolfie.
Yep. He's like a Monster Hunter superstar.
Yeah, cat, please no,
Yeah.
no. So I'm a cat.
I like to think of him like one of the A-list actors, right? And you guys are like the next tier down, and I'm all the way in the D-list.
Don't think that bad about yourself, man.
No, I don't think bad.
I
about myself.
appreciate the compliment though. That means a lot, because I'm just a loser that makes videos.
I'm just a loser that makes a podcast and everyone says it's too long.
Everyone says it's too long. Podcasts are meant to be long.
I know. We've cut it
Idiots.
down though. I mean, it literally used to be 2.5 hours usually.
Dude,
Wow.
I listen to H3 podcast, and they can go anything from like 45 minutes to 2 hours, so I don't know what anyone's complaining about. I sit there and enjoy podcasts by just sitting there and just listening to them.
I mean, Total Biscuits podcast that's still going. I can't remember what the co-optional. That's
Yeah.
typically 3 to 4 hours. So
Yeah.
that's where I
Rambling about
modeled,
stuff.
as far as length goes. My favorite one, the Sincast, is 2 hours long every time, even more sometimes. So
Well, that's just podcast voice. Podcasts are not like 10 minutes each. Come on. It's not a YouTube video.
yeah, it's kind of like Vine's trying to make YouTube videos. It didn't work, and then you try to do a podcast like a YouTube video. Doesn't work.
No, it really doesn't. So if you hear banging, my cat's smacking the microphone. She
At
wants
least it's not backflipping.
She wants attention.
I wish I had cats. They're all gone now.
This cat's dumb. Ugh, thank you, cats.
So it was really awesome that you guys got to play Generations Ultimate. You don't have a Switch, right? I'll just call you Robbie since everyone calls you that.
Yeah, come on, Rob, you need a
yet.
Switch.
I need a Switch.
I will be getting it. It'll be. I'm going to play it, but I mean I've been totally obsessed with Octopath Traveler, so I'm hoping to finish
I've had
that
lots
first.
of people saying good things about that game.
It's amazing.
I'm looking forward to everyone who first came into Monster Hunter World and wanted to get Monster Generations and then suffering because the game it's a lot harder than World.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's all those quality of life changes that you don't have in Generations Ultimate.
Like you can't.
Like literally, when we went back to it, and it was like, oh my god, I'm standing still drinking a potion. What's going on?
Oh yeah.
It was it's a bit of a throwback, really.
But there will be more diversity, for sure. I think that's Monster Hunter World's biggest downfall is the monster diversity.
There's really not a lot. I mean, in the future, there might be stuff, but I wish they probably had more monsters like to begin with. Like, what do we have in World? We have wyverns, we have dragons, and maybe some guys that just walk around, like Dodogama and stuff like that. But
we've got a couple of Pisces.
No crabs.
Exactly. Like in Generations, we have crabs, we have insects, we have dragons, we have wyverns, we have massive bears and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, there's so many different variety to go for.
I can't remember. Yeah. Do they have the monkeys still?
They had
in
monkeys.
Generations.
Yeah, like Kongalala and
Blangonga,
Quechuacha.
Yeah.
I thought that was Zhang.
I always forget about Quechuacha. He's the one I always forget about for some reason.
He's a sweetheart.
Generations Ultimate has
ugly.
like tons of monsters in it.
He's a sweetheart that spits at you.
That's not a sweetheart.
He's so cute.
I'm not on board with this cutie thing.
It's all about Selta's queen. She's best wifey for Monster Hunter.
Yep, eating a husband.
Eating her husband when she gets hungry. Yep.
It scares me.
I love Selta's queen.
Yeah, I know. I like her. I like the sort of window into an ecology that we got with her. Like, hey, this is like an actual like male-female insect relationship where we didn't get a lot of ecology stuff until World.
Well, it's more like queen over in workers, in my opinion, because she just eats them. She's like, okay, you're dead, and then another one pops out the ground. Because I've noticed if the desert celtas, when you kill the desert celtas next to the queen will just get a claw hand, dig it in the ground, and pull out another one.
It makes me wonder how many celtas just live in the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
they're just staying there.
Don't pick me, please.
I want to get out.
It's like if you look at like the geological mapping of what Monster Hunter is, it's like here's the sand or soot, and then like 2 inches down is just a sea of celtus, and then there's the dead
Jesus Christ.
They're just all there, and then it's kind of like it's kind of like when there's one more that needs to kind of come out. They're all just like they look around and like, oh, you can go out next, and they all just like push this one Celtus out, like you go next. It's your go.
Go on, newbie, off you go, newbie.
No, guys, no! Ah!
Oh dear.
Oh man, I actually like I like Celtus, and it solves one of the classic problems with Monster Hunter is water monsters. There's hardly ever any water monsters.
Yeah. 1 second, I need to kick my cat out. She's annoying me. Give me a minute.
I mean, like World only had it starts with a J. Juritatis.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Just the mudfish, as we call it.
Mudfish.
I'm back.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, I think it would be pretty stupid to think that they're not going to add any more.
Oh no, I think they are.
I think there is something. There's going to be some big DLC on the horizon with a new map, and there definitely is. It's just kind of like when,
Exactly.
Right.
I agree with that. I mean, I made a video with Wolfie actually explaining kind of how the maps work, and there's a map in the second house, not the highest house, because I'm not a snob. It's on the wall, and it's literally showing the whole map of the new world, and only literally less than half of it is discovered. So there's so much I can add to it.
That's very true, but I wouldn't put it past Capcom to just not do anything with it too.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't, they're missing out, and they're missing out on huge, just huge things to add into it. I mean, I would buy the DLC. I would definitely buy a map pack.
I would
totally
spend the money.
fell for the
I
rumor.
wouldn't care.
The E3 rumor. Did you guys see it with the ice map that was supposed to be like a pine forest mixed with some icy areas?
I heard about that, but I
think we heard about it.
I try to keep away from leak stuff because what's the point of
I
showing?
don't know if that was a leak.
Well, leak or like rumors or that sort of stuff. I don't really.
I mean, I think
like
we've both already seen there's some kind of leak going around at the moment for stuff later on, and it's like it pops up on YouTube, and you're like, oh, come on, really?
Oh yeah, no leaks. I'm with you. That's totally wrong. If it's like, I'm okay with rumors because that's just speculation in my opinion.
Rumors is fine, yeah.
But leaks are terrible. That's
it just ruins it, really, and like people that do. I don't know, that try and find out stuff by going into the game. It's like, don't, guys, come on.
Yeah, I had a few run-ins with some YouTubers. That video was not good. Sorry, continue.
No, yeah, I don't want to start drama or anything. It's just
I started drama and it wasn't good. Continue.
Oh, is that the video you deleted and I never saw?
Would you not speak of it?
I deleted it very quickly because a lot of people got very angry at me. Like some person literally said, I mean, are you allowed to swear on this podcast or are you alright? Or is it kind of like family
No,
friendly?
it's fine. I just cover you up with pleasieth growls.
Okay, fair enough then. He's like, the guy was like, oh yeah, basically commented on the video, Rob, you ain't Monster Hunter community. And I was like, oh.
Nice.
Don't ever try to compare yourself to these YouTubers. Get better content. It's like, man, you almost got me there, but I don't care. Yeah, I had a lot of comments like that. It was amusing.
I mean, we had a comment. I'm pretty sure he's not listening anymore. We had a comment on my YouTube for the last podcast. It was like, hey, could you guys just stop sounding so bad? And I was like, okay. Sure.
So, could you just like change your voice? Your voice is bad.
I don't understand that about. I mean, that's
Yeah.
With every popular game, which is fair enough. Like Monster Hunter has always had like a very sort of like try-hardy fan base, but when a game gets really popular, you do tend to get a lot of crap following it. You know, like the crap side of the community. The leakers. I mean, have you guys seen this? Oh yeah, I want to rant about this because it's really pissed me off.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm ready.
My boy Toro on Toro whatever. He's one of the wiki admins. Kept on posting this thing about he's charging people to hunt with him. If you want a full set of Rathalos, it's going to cost you $64.99.
Oh, I think I saw some stuff like that.
And people are buying it.
Wasn't there some stuff on eBay like
yes.
you can buy like attack gems and you can buy I was like, oh my god, people really doing that?
It's pathetic.
Just play the game. You can
Monster
do it yourself.
Hunter is all about progression. You don't need some idiot who's hacked some gearing just to farm you a set. And it's going to cost you $64 to get a full set of any armor. It's so stupid. And yeah, the reason why it popped up because he did the new Behemoth that popped up. He's charging $120 to do the Behemoth. And it's like, what the hell?
I haven't defeated it yet. Of course, I only tried once.
He's a toughie.
I've actually quite enjoyed it, like, but then again, it's like, well, when it goes well, it's really fun. But when you get like something stupid that happens, like Rob and I were just tremored, for forever. And then he did the ecliptic meteor, and it was like, oh, it can't do anything.
I got tremored, and then he did ecliptic meteor, horrible. And the tremor was that long. By the time I stood back up, the meteor landed on my head.
Yeah,
it's like that tremor was just so stupid.
I remember fighting Devil Joe for the first time, and he did his foot stomp, and I was like, oh, this is way worse. This is way worse for a tremor. Oh my gosh. It's like, get up. Like this, I don't feel like if you could have got hit by a truck and not got up quicker than that.
No, but the Behemoth, I mean, comparing Devil Joe to Behemoth, the tremor 10 times worse for Behemoth, though.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get tremored when I fought him.
When you do, let me know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It is.
Well, when we died, I flared because everyone says don't do it by yourself. So fine, I'll not do it by myself.
Yeah, don't do it myself.
No, don't do it.
So, did the flare, and as usual, I only got Japanese players, so I couldn't communicate with them. So
okay.
And then I don't know what it is. I always get Japanese players. Just whenever I play or what time zone it happens to be on when I'm on. Sometimes I don't know, but they came in. One guy carded twice in a row. Like he came in, it didn't even like take a max potion or anything. It just came in and died immediately, and I was like,
"Oh God,
that's lovely, that's great." So playing with randoms, which normally doesn't bother me, but it did this time. And then the comet comes down, and there was only one rock to hide behind, and it was clear on the other side of the map. So we're all mad dashing there, and none of us make it, and it was like a total wipe. Like we technically had 6 cards.
Yeah, I think that Behemoth is just one of those fights you just need, unless you all know what you're doing. I mean, it helps to communicate. It really does.
It does.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, oh, there's a meteor on me, there's one over here, let's move them away. You do need some tactics for it, which is, I suppose, is kind of different from some of the other monsters, but...
Well, what they've done, they've just done a whole flip thing. Like, I've played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV in the past, and the fight is similar, very, very similar to 14 when fighting Behemoth. But it's a lot easier, because you can tank him a lot easier in that game, but in this version, it's very hard to tank him in World.
I tanked him with a longsword. It actually worked. Because I just kept countering everything.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It was fun. But then then we died. So
the worst thing is going all the way through the fight, getting to the last stage, and and either fainting there or like what happened to me, all of our comets got destroyed. So of course it was kind of, just accept my fate. Just die.
Yeah. I imagine it's like that gif from One Punch Man where he's just standing there blank face as that giant explosion hits him.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much that. No, and they are bringing out an extreme version as well later as well, so that's going to be fun.
Although some people haven't even killed him normally, so it's like,
Guess we died.
Extreme version. Geez.
Speaking about people giving you flack, Robbie, I get a lot of flack for not watching anime, so I actually watched One Punch Man.
One Punch Man is a very, very good anime.
It is.
If you don't watch anime, fair enough. I mean, Abby does, and she's a loser. But I'd offer her.
I have watched some anime.
Sure. I give you anime to watch. I give you anime to watch. You go, I'll watch it later. And it's like 3 months, and it's have you watched it? No, I haven't watched it. No, I've not watched it.
Stop.
It's like, my boy, watch Konosuba, watch Mob Psycho, watch One Punch Man.
Okay, I know about one of those.
Mob Psycho.
No, I know about One Punch.
Watch Mob Psycho. If you like One Punch Man, you'll love Mob Psycho because it's done by the same guys.
Oh,
so
okay.
watch it, or else.
Does it involve someone just blank staring at everybody? Because that was cracking me up.
The main character is essentially this psychic, and he pretty much blank stare. He has no emotion. Mm-hmm. But then once his emotions go over the top, then he just basically kills everyone.
Okay.
It's very good. I don't want to get too into it because this is a Monster Hunter podcast, not an anime podcast. So, yeah, it's very good. Watch it.
Gosh, there was an episode that we were totally off topic, and I mean totally off topic. It's in the last 20 minutes we talked about a movie, so I think you're okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, the only anime I know Wolfie's watched is that Dragon Maid.
I loved that so much.
And then the ending was
Dragon.
like, oh, it's
so good.
Pretty much like. Everyone loves the lolly character, little girl character, and it's very weird.
It does get a bit weird, I'm not going to lie. As it goes along, it does get weirder.
It gets very kind of like, should I be watching this? Are the police going to be knocking on my door in a second? That's sort of
one
thing.
One of those things.
Yeah.
One of those huge cultural gaps in the age of acceptable.
Yeah, like, SWAT team going to be bashing down my door in any second now when I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Watched it, loved it though, amazing.
Oh, I'll take a look.
The ending was like, oh my god, and then Wolfie's like, oh my god.
It's really good. Sad. It has really good action scenes, and if you like dragons, it's got cool dragons in it and stuff.
I do.
It's mainly for the comedy side though. They don't really they do turn to dragons sometimes, but it's mainly for the comedy side of it.
Yeah, I do like the comedy in it. I think the comedy is really good.
Like this basically otherworldly dragon creature turns into like a dragon maid essentially. And she just tries to... Basically, she's in love with this other human. And she just wants to
basically tries to fit in. She tries to fit in, but it's kind of difficult when you've got these... you're quite powerful and you can, change the weather and stuff out of nowhere and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's one scene where... where a robber steals a purse. And so she chases after the robber, punches him, but into the ground, like breaking everything around her. And everyone's like... Whoa. Looking at it, like, oh, whoops. Like, instantly gets to him, instantly, just teleports him and smashes him to the ground. And it's like, okay, he's dead.
I may have to watch this. This sounds very interesting. I talk about I write those things for D&D. I've done one for the Silver Dragon, and one of the twists I put on the Silver Dragon is they have a penchant for falling in love with humans.
Okay.
But, because they're good dragons, so the Yeah, so that kind of sounds like what I wrote with the Silver Dragon, except not the punching through a building thing.
There's very good bits in it. It's a really good anime. I love anime. I think it's amazing. There's some animes I've watched and I've literally cried like a baby at the end. It's not... I'll admit that, and I think being a man is saying you can cry, it's fine. Shut up.
Oh, dude, I was...
Let your feelings out.
So, my ex-wife and I, when we were dating, we went to go see Click in theaters.
Oh,
the
God,
Adam Sandler
yeah.
movie.
Oh God, I remember that.
I went with her sisters, and her cousins, which are all females. So I was with 6 girls. I was the one guy. I was the only one that cried twice. I cried twice at that movie.
That ending slaps you in the face, and it's like,
God.
what?
Oh yeah, the him repeating, like, just continuously rewinding his last moments with his father.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, no, just stop.
Yeah. Have you watched it, Wolfie?
Yeah, not in a long time though. I still remember when it came out.
Did you cry?
I can't remember.
God damn it!
Sorry, I do normally cry at films though.
I
cried at the end of King Kong.
I cried at Green Mile.
I mean,
Well,
I don't. The list is too long of movies I've cried.
Like,
I don't.
I remember watching this anime called Assassination Classroom, and the ending, my wife walked in, she goes like, "Don't look at me!" Tears running down my face, snot nose, everything. Oh man. Sorry, continue.
So one of the animes that made me cry was Your Lie in April. That
Oh my
one
God, I
was
think I've heard
powerful stuff.
Wolfie's just sitting
Let's
there.
just say
Wolfie can't add anything
there
to
is
this.
there's
I'm desisting.
there's a I made someone crack up who suggested it to me because, again, I'm not a huge fan of anime, so I see a trope and I just make fun of it. And there's a trope in there. I every time she was like, "Well, I have this disease and I'm going to die," and I said, "It's called the I'm dying disease," because they're not going to say what it is.
Oh my God.
And then she was like, "Shut up!" And I was like, "No, it's going to be called the I'm." Like, they're never going to say it. And she was mad at me at the end when they didn't say what it was. So.
No, I've been watching One Piece lately. Well, I say One Piece. I've had a break from it because it's like the longest anime ever running, apart from Naruto. It's like I've clocked like nearly 800 episodes. But my God,
Jeez.
I want to say Detective Conan is up there too. I know there's over 700.
Oh right, yeah, but One
Conan.
Piece is like it's not even done yet. Like apparently it's not even. It's going to be done in the next 12 years, and it's like what the hell.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
that's insane.
Them storylines for them characters hit you deep. But yeah, good anime. I think out of all of the ones like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, that is my favorite. Because I continue, I'm butting in. Continue.
Now, if only we could get that level of storytelling in Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
I
Monster Hunter World story.
That's not that bad.
It wasn't that bad. The handler pissed me off.
Oh no, it was better than a lot of people give it credit for. I actually like the handler.
I like the handler, but she said, "Oh, I'm going to run out in the middle of the open while monsters are eating each other," and then she gets surprisingly attacked by Lagiana. And then she is picking up mushrooms, and there's a known presence of a new monster. What's the? Oh, look at the devil, Joe. Oh no, she
I certainly got myself into a pickle. Do you know what that means though? Because Capcom literally acknowledged the fact that is canon, that Devil Joe's a pickle.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the puns are nice though.
All the puns.
Yes, they are. That it's my theory that she's secretly in love with the hunter, your hunter. She's like, "Oh, I know they'll save me.
We're a team." It's like, but I'm only the one doing anything. You're literally at base camp rummaging through my boxes and eating too much food.
Oh my God, you see that though? Like when she's rummaging through, and then when you walk over, she sort of turns around and goes, "I'm not doing anything."
I'm not doing anything. And then she's there just stuffing her face with food because her metabolism's too high.
She eats so much food, it's like insane.
She just must go like to wherever that captured monster is. Every time you capture one, it's sitting there on that thing. She must go lift that for weights or something. Because where is she burning that off?
I have no idea. She just eats so much.
It's insane. Well, I mean, that's like another trope.
I
I know Dragon Ball Z does that. Everyone eats tons and never gains weight. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because they work out. They work out a ton.
Well, they're running around and in Monster Hunter swinging massive weapons, I suppose, and
Yeah.
you can't be fat when you're trying to jump on the back of a monster and hold on for dear life.
Well, I think I know with a bit of the lore, like the humans in Monster Hunter are a little bit weird because I remember.
Yeah, aren't they
They're superhumans.
Superhumans, like
Yeah,
there is a guy. I
superhumans.
remember in Monster Hunter 3U or Try, you make a camp, and it goes, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling lightheaded. If I don't eat meat every hour, I get lightheaded. Can you go get some meat for me, please?" And it's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
So they have to eat a ton every single hour or two just so they can not feel woozy or hungry all the time. Which is very weird, but there you go.
That must be why there's a 50-minute time limit. They got to have time for dinner.
Yes.
We figured it out. Although now we can eat during a quest, so that's out the window. Never mind.
Well, to be fair,
Theory busted,
they eat
30
a
seconds.
massive leg of meat, a well-done steak, while running,
Get chased by a monster.
I mean-
and eat it all.
getting chased by a monster.
Have you guys ever been to a Renaissance festival?
I have not.
It's basically the same
No,
thing.
I haven't.
Yeah, they give you a giant turkey leg, and you can run around eating turkey legs.
I wasn't tempted to go to a Renaissance fair because I dig medieval, man. Medieval's my boy. Speaking of medieval,
Same
me
here.
and Abby need to basically me and Abby have like kind of like a very competitive thing where we play Age of Empires 2 and just slap each other all the time. And considering
Sounds amazing.
considering Wolfie's lovely and she sounds so sweet and nice all the time, she's got a massive potty mouth for Age of Empires. Like I slapped her, and the amount of words that came out of her mouth, I was there going, "Woo! This is not the same woman I know."
No.
What do you mean no? I heard it.
No. Where's your proof? Where's
Oh
your
my
proof,
god!
Rob?
Right, okay. Next time I slap you again on Age of Empires, I'll definitely record it and make a montage of all you swearing, and everyone would just subscribe to you and come to me.
I think you'll find that I beat you. That's
Yeah, but then I beat you afterwards, so we're at a tie at the minute.
Yeah, all right.
This sounds fun. Can I get in on this game?
No!
I'll be the
we
one
haven't played it in
turtling
so
still
long.
in the Stone Age.
We haven't played it in so long.
It's been donkeys, man.
It has.
It's been
and
donkeys.
to be fair, I remember one of the matches we did. I literally had my guys just in a ferry, and I was just going
Oh
around
my
the map.
God!
And Rob was trying to find me, and I kept moving
Like,
my guys around
I
the
killed
map.
her base, right, and then she just kept on building city halls all over the map. I had to literally buy the endgame perk that cost like 50,000 gold just to
You couldn't
find
see where I
her.
was because I kept moving my couple of villages in a ferry all the way around the map, just sailing around to find somewhere
my
just to hide.
goodness.
It was so
Oh,
funny.
It was
So
annoying.
funny.
I found
you
her.
were-
The last base I found her was on the bottom right corner of the map on a little island, and that was it. That's where I found her. I was like, I took everything over, and I made damn well sure no villagers got out.
So what you're saying is that you were Lord Sauron and she was Frodo.
Yeah, pretty much. I just needed to slap her. Just slap her
That's
down.
so funny.
Put her in her place.
I keep on calling him Sauron. I can't help it.
Oh well, don't worry about it. Only Lord of the Rings people are going to get mad at that.
Well, I mean, because do you guys ever play Primal Rage? That's why I call him Sauron.
Primal Rage.
It was a fighting game with a bunch of dinosaurs and two monkeys.
Oh,
Are they,
I think I've heard of that.
mutated,
I've not
and
played it,
you punch people, and you eat people, punch buildings, and it's kind of like a monkey.
That's Rampage.
Oh, okay. I'm
which,
thinking
by
of the
the
wrong
way,
one.
I
I'm thinking
loved
the
that movie.
I'm thinking
I've
the
played
wrong
Rampage
one.
before.
I played Rampage on the
Yeah.
Sega, man. That's how old I am.
Yeah, Rampage was an arcade game first, and then it came to
Yeah, I had it
Sega
on.
and,
I had a version of it on PS2. I remember that I used to play.
Yeah. And there was a 64 version also. That's the one I played.
Good game, man. Ow. Good game.
Yep. Good movie too. Everyone says they hated it. I loved it.
Oh, I never saw it.
If it's not done by certain people, I don't like it, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of
that's
movies.
the
Well,
thing.
apart from Incredibles 2, I watched that yesterday. It was amazing.
It's so good.
Incredibles
I
2,
watched it.
Incredibles 2
I
was
watched it on the
actually
weekend.
So good. I loved it.
I mean, I didn't want to watch it because I knew when it comes out on DVD, I'm going to see it a billion times.
All right, okay. Fair enough. It's very dark,
Yeah.
though. It's very dark.
There's some quite scary bits in it.
Like,
She'll like it anyways.
my dad tried to stop them, then he got shot and died. And it's like, what?
Whoa! Whoa, that's heavy.
Yeah. It's not really a spoiler.
All right.
It's not really a spoiler. It happens at the beginning, so eat my face.
So I wanted to mention a little bit, because no one heard this from me yet, but I was very excited to see the Smash news. I know you guys said you're not totally into Smash at all, but
Yeah.
I probably played it like
let's just say
once.
that as much as I am into Monster Hunter, my group of friends here in Ohio are that much into Smash. So I heard nothing but about Smash all day yesterday.
Yeah.
So, but I freaked out about Rathalos being an assist trophy in there.
It's pretty cool, though.
It's
I mean,
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that...
To explain,
it's...
assist trophy is basically like throwing out a Pokeball and something that not a Pokemon comes out and attacks everybody. So I want to see what Rathalos does. I didn't watch the video because I was lazy.
They showed it was an ancestral step map as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So they have a
Rathalos
map
put in.
for Monster Hunter also.
Nice.
And
That's
on
pretty
that
cool.
map, is a Rathalos as a boss in quotations. Like Ridley used to be a boss in one of the maps
Oh,
too.
nice.
So I don't know if the boss means that like it's just a thing that comes in during the map and hits people, or a boss is in like there's a boss mode and you have to kill Rathalos as one of the bosses. So, because they do a boss rush mode, and I mean, essentially, Smash Brothers is a all-stars for Kirby. It's always been a Kirby game, and Kirby always has those boss rushes. So,
Boss Rush.
I'm excited
I
to
don't
see
know.
how-
I do not know. The last Smash I played was 64, so
okay.
yeah.
Now imagine just beating up something that takes a lot of hits. That's kind of what we're talking about here.
I mean, I do remember the hand we had to beat up.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. And that would be what Rathalos could be, essentially. He's going to be flying back and forth, and you got to beat him up before he blasts you off the stage.
Fantastic.
At least that's what it sounds like. I didn't see any video of it. I don't even know if there's any video of it. Again, because I didn't watch. I was at work.
That's fine. I just saw loads of people going, "Oh my god, this is happening! Oh my god, Luigi's dead!" And oh my god, the
Oh yeah, those videos though, man. Like when Mario was killed, and then Luigi. I was like, that was pretty dark. That's some dark stuff there.
yeah, and King Dedede
I did not see this.
gets slapped by the alligator from Diddy Kong.
Oh, that was. I did
King
watch
K.
that
Rool.
actually. I did watch that yesterday. It did make me laugh.
I need to watch it. I love King K. Rool. I love Donkey Kong Country, so... Yeah, if you guys ever get the chance to listen to a video game song, it's amazing. The final boss fight of Donkey Kong Country is so fun. It's like a little jaunty, like a little pirate jaunty at first, and then it turns into a rock song, and this was on the Super Nintendo.
Oh damn! Okay,
It was pretty good.
man.
Pretty good music.
Super Nintendo is pretty freaking cool. Like some of the music they made from that was so good.
Yep, it's pretty awesome. It's probably why so far I've only suggested for our other podcast, SideQuest, Super Nintendo games. So far, at least.
See, I never actually had a Super Nintendo. I had them. I mainly had a Sega. I was a Sega guy, so I was like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's same. I had a Sega Mega Drive. It's my first
And then
console.
next after that was a 64, then a PlayStation 1, then a PlayStation 2. That's all I had.
See, I jumped straight from Sega Mega Drive to PS2, and I was like, "Oh my god, these graphics!"
I can imagine that. And then you got Monster Hunter, and it was done. It was it. It was the last game ever, right?
Oh man.
Nah. Yeah, I've always been a Nintendo person, so when Monster Hunter came to Nintendo, it was like a happy marriage. And then they left Nintendo for a bit, and I was very sad. But they're back. They're back. It's good.
It's very good.
It's all good.
It's very good. I need to get a Switch now.
I plan on playing a lot of GU, even though I did not play a lot of Double Cross at all.
I didn't play as much Generations as I did 4 Ultimate, to be fair.
4 Ultimate, in my opinion, is still the best Monster Hunter. In my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
I still like World more, only because of the quality of life changes.
See,
Yeah,
with
fair enough.
4U,
More
there
content is awesome.
4U, well, it's not really more content. They changed everything when I played 4U. Like, the last game we played was 3U, and then they jumped to 4U, and you can now jump up ledges, you can mount monsters, you can do all these really cool things and more, and 2 new weapons and G rank and a decent storyline. Actually, the storyline wasn't actually too bad in 4U. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I loved having seeing what would happen if an invasive species came in. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was honestly one of the best Monster Hunter games ever made. Plus, there's lots of end game content to do. We've got people to work together for the end game weapons and armors from the 140 Apex monsters. And I really
Apex
couldn't
monsters.
think of a better game than 4U.
I was still a Charge Blade main then. Actually, it's when I started being a Charge Blade main.
I loved my hammer still. Loved my caveman. Unga bunga.
It's what I changed from. I'm sorry.
It's fine, superior weapon, has that effect.
I'm sure, Wolfie, that's where you fell in love with Insect Glaive.
Yes, I think before that, when I played Freedom Unite, I made longsword, and I did a bit of bow, and then in 3 Ultimate, I used the bow quite a lot, and then when Insect Glaive came out, I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I was like, I'll go with that.
Oh yeah.
I admire you using a pre-Monster Hunter roll bow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh man,
it was a weapon I never could get into. I always wanted to.
It's a good weapon. I remember in 3U there was a broken Kelby bow everyone used. That was
I
a ridiculous slingshot slime weapon that just killed monsters within like 2 minutes. Maybe even longer.
The episode that's airing this weekend, I talk about the Kelby bow and I almost got booed off of my own podcast.
Wait, what? Why? What?
I was just hated that much.
Wow.
I tried it once and I felt sick when using it. I was like, oh god, this thing's just woof. Woof.
I think I did the same, but I said wolf because I couldn't use the bow that well.
Okay.
I was just missing. So it was balanced because I suck.
Okay. That's good then.
I was a hammer bro back then. I couldn't do anything but hammer.
Still, I can use hammer. I mean, I want to get into other weapons, like just to practice other weapons, but at heart, still a hammer dude.
I'm gonna switch into greatsword in GU. I'm doing it. I'm doing either brave or adept greatsword. That's what I want to do. So I've been training sometimes on my 3DS on Generations, but it's really hard to get back into a game you put 200 hours in and lost your save.
Oh man.
Oh no.
It's so hard. It's like I already did this. I don't want to do it again. But if I do it
that's
now,
why,
I don't have to do it again. And
that's why even if I had a good enough PC to play World, I couldn't do it all again. I've got all so much good stuff. I just kind of wouldn't want to play it again, I suppose.
No, I'm with you there. With my
put so much work
hunt,
into it.
I did everything. I have gold crowns on everything, even the ones you're not supposed to, like Lunastra and Devil Joe, and I killed 120 Lunastra for that. And I'm just done. Like I don't know if Behemoth has crowns. I really hope it doesn't.
I don't think it has.
I haven't noticed it being
it's just
like
one size.
any bigger or smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, it like Kulve or Zora or what's his name? The last boss.
Oh.
Well, Xeno'jiiva.
The one no one cares about.
Xeno'jiiva.
Yeah, mutant weird baby dragon. So I don't care.
Xeno'jiiva.
That's
there
the
you
one.
go.
Yeah, I don't care about
Xeno'jiiva.
him.
Yeah, I mean he's got a decent lower tier high rank armor.
I like his design though. He's got a pretty cool design, hasn't he?
Yes, it's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's like meh with him. I don't know.
So, Wolfie, being the insect glaive master here, do you like the behemoth one?
Yeah, no, I do, and I've got the glaive and I've got the new dragon bug, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit slower actually than the very slightly slower, but it does look cool. No, the glaive is really nice. It's got lots of really nice flashy effects and stuff when you jump up. It's really nice.
It's nice to see some more weapons other than longsword get some love.
And it has a nice, interesting design as well.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone complains, the weapon designs are crap in this game. And I'm like, I'm playing Longsword in Monster Hunter World. And I'm like, I don't know. They look good to me.
There's clearly an upgrade tree to him, so everyone's complaining. And I'm there complaining, but I'm like, I need to be quiet because there's going to be a tree at the end. There's going to be more content. There's going to be a tree at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be done.
No, yeah, I agree. There's going to be more. I'm hoping we get Pleasieth back. Please.
Oh, good lord.
Please. I mean, he's one of my favorites. So
I actually want to see some new monsters personally. I mean, it'd be really cool to see. It'd be really cool to see some returning monsters. Don't get me wrong, but new monsters, yes, please.
Yeah.
I just want to see people cry about hip checks again. I just want to see that.
That is very true. Yes.
Oh, we've already got interesting hitboxes with Behemoth. We're all right at the moment.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, I only fought him twice technically. I have the final tier quest that I didn't complete, but I did the one where he sort of runs away after he does a comment.
Oh, the repel quest.
Yeah, it's
Gotta go.
That one was fine. Yeah, that one was fine. I didn't have a lot of problems with him, although we did hit him with both crystals in that area, so that helped.
Oh, yeah, the crystals damn useful for him.
Yeah. I mean, it really sucks when you're doing Kulve and someone drops those pillars and just completely misses. And you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And now I will admit, I'm that guy half the time. So
Just shoot too soon.
Yep. I'm like, she's totally coming. Nope. Mm-mm. Sorry.
Wasted a pillar. Oh well.
No.
I wasted a pillar. That's a very odd no context. I wasted a pillar.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So what do you guys? So what would you guys like to see in World? Like, if it's a new monster, like, would it be like a whole new category, or would it fill in like the sort of like Piscenes or the what do you call them? Wyverns?
I'd probably like to see more monsters like we said before, with like bugs and crabs.
Oh, so new types. Yeah.
Like they had
variety,
before. Yeah, just some different. The one thing I've noticed with World, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, there are tons of monsters that have 4 legs that walk. They walk on 4 legs, like 4-legged monsters. There's not a lot of monsters that either just stand on 2 legs. There's loads of monsters, like quadruped monsters, which I noticed. The first thing I noticed, Jagras walks on 4 legs. Tobi-Kadachi walks on 4 legs. All the little monsters in the Rotten Vale, Odogaran walks on 4 legs. Like, why are they all walking on 4 legs? Where's the monsters with, 2 legs and no legs and little, crab legs?
Just give me Bracky, man, and I'll be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Every time someone says Bracky, that song just pops in my head.
It's one of the best theme songs, and I hope if Bracky does have come, I hope they don't mess it up. Because a lot of the themes now in World, they seem a kind of bit dumbed down, in my opinion, or they don't have their main theme like
main themes because it's more open world, isn't it? That's the problem.
I mean, they can still do it though. It's pretty.
Yeah.
They do it with Devil Joe. They do it with Basil Goose. They can just swap it.
Because there's that whole thing, I suppose. Yeah, like Rathalos did used to have his own theme, but now he just has like the ancient forest theme.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Theme, didn't he?
No, he had his own theme. When I bump, 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 that's like his theme.
No, that was the battle music in the forest.
No, that was Rathalos's theme. You can find him anywhere else. That was his theme. Like if you go to the Astral Steps, that theme will play.
Also, watch the Final Fantasy collaboration where when you first meet Rathalos, they actually play that theme.
Nice.
So
no, I'm just saying. I think it's repurposed because that theme would play like when you were fighting Kutku in the first one.
I think because it was like the Forest and Hills theme as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He appropriated the Forest and Hills theme.
Yeah.
It's his now. I don't disagree.
I'll have to double check that actually.
But I do know what you mean with like lack of sort of dedicated monster themes. But then it's like you run into the problem of which theme do you play? If you've got loads of monsters now in the same area all the time, It's which theme do you now play? I think that's
It's
maybe
the scariest monster.
Well, in my
part of
opinion,
it,
how
yeah.
it'll work, like, you encounter one monster first, or whatever monster spots you first, that theme will play, and then when Basil Goose comes, that's when his theme plays. When he leaves...
See, that's what I loved about Basil Goose. You know, that moment where you're fighting and then you just suddenly hear doo 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 doo, and you're looking around like, oh my god, where is he?
It's kind of like the Jaws theme.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of. It's like,
brilliant.
uh-oh, what? Uh-oh.
Rob,
What
I
is
just
coming?
remember your video and you just like, explosions. I hear explosions.
That's not Raytheon.
That's not Raytheon.
Yeah, because I was looking for tracks, and there's like, that was the one where you find the pink Raytheon in the...
Because you saw on the map, you saw question mark.
Where that long ass quest where you took literally about an hour and a half just to get all these tracks. Not sure why Capcom did that. Really not sure why, but okay. But that's when you bumped
You're
in.
talking about the pink Rathian investigation.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
and then
yes.
you got then you found
You saw
Basil
question mark on your map, and you thought that was going to be pink Raytheon, but it wasn't.
Nope.
It was Basil.
and then he one shot me.
I'm not ready.
That's
I'm
gotta
not
be-
ready. No.
No, and just walked out the room. I was like, no, I'm done. Thank you, bye. And to left. Dear.
I think my first
man.
encounter with him, I literally just ran. I didn't want to fight him at all. I was really scared of him. Like whenever he showed up in a map, I was like, oh, I'm not fighting him.
No, sir.
I was too scared.
I don't even remember what I did. I remember seeing a leak of what he was before seeing him.
Yeah, I had to go at some
And-
people for that.
Yeah, I saw that leak, and I was like, "What is that? A Seregius?"
I think
Like,
everyone
no,
thought it was a Seregius, didn't they?
and I was like, maybe not. So then I'm playing, and I see it, and I kind of remember being like, everyone said this is a late game monster. I think I'm just gonna avoid it. So I did one of those things where you hide in a bush and it actually works, and then he just sort of walked by, or she, if you watch the NCH video, and it just sort of walks by, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sneak off over here because that thing looks scary.
Yeah.
In a cool edition,
Well-
I want to see some new monsters in World. That's what I'd love to see. Just some new monsters. Returning monsters, yes, cool. New monsters, brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, so far we've got 2 returning monsters and then 1 new one. So if you count Behemoth, so we got Devil Joe and Lunastra, and then we got another new one in Kulve. I keep forgetting, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Kulve doesn't sort of count. It's like a siege monster.
So disappointed at that because I thought it'd be like a 16-player siege, and then I found out you can only go as 4
Yeah, I think
people.
it was worded
And I
kind of
said, come
weirdly.
on, guys. Because they have the
I
power
like
to
Cold
do that.
Trough,
But they
though.
just... Oh, no, cool monster, but I just
Yeah.
wish it was like a 16-player hunt. That'd been awesome to see that. But never
Yeah,
mind.
no.
We can't always get what we want.
I like Kulve a lot. There's nothing wrong with her. I'm done with fighting her though. Like I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah,
It's a
I
lot
kind of
effort.
gave up getting good weapons because I wasn't getting anything. I was like, yeah, there's better stuff now.
Right. I mean, especially the Lunastra weapon. Like
Yeah, I got the Lunastra.
for me as a
Glaive, yeah.
longsword user, like it's got a lot of sharpness. It gives me. What does it give me? What is the one that Xenojiva gives? The half sharpness.
Oh,
loss?
it doesn't lose sharpness or something. That's the one I've got.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just use that longsword. I have a mind's eye gem, so like I just like I barely even have to sharpen now. Like everyone's like, oh no, don't hit behemoths, whatever, because you got. I'm like, I have mind's eye. I don't care. I just hit where I can. So like I don't know. It's like the Lunastra weapon is just so good. So it's like I wouldn't even try to go for the Kulve stuff. And I did it so much the first time around, so much, and I'm done. Like I haven't touched her since that first run.
Has she even came back recently? I'm not even sure she actually came back yet.
She came back once. I know that, maybe even twice. I don't know. I mean, honestly, between me getting my gold crown on Lunastra and Behemoth this past weekend, I didn't play for a good month. So
Yeah, I think I had a fair sort of break from Monster Hunter World at one point where I just didn't really have much to do. I don't know. I wasn't too interested in raising my HR, but then once I kind of got everything
For a
I needed, I
brief
suppose.
second there, I was inspired to get HR 99 by G Rank Curry Pecco when we had him on, but then I lost interest.
What rank are you now?
I'm at 299.
Ooh, God, I'm like 141. Come on, Rob, get to HR 100.
When I have stuff to do, then I get my HR up.
I mean, I can't blame you for that. It's kind of true. You gotta be doing something. Like I don't want to just farm, whatever
that's the thing.
monster just because it has higher HR.
Well, the
points.
decoration thing really pisses me off with the game, where I prefer farming charms instead of decorations in the previous ones, because a charm with making decorations, you can pretty much get close to the set you want to get. But now they've kind of hammered it. Really, it's pretty difficult to do that now.
Yeah. I always seem to get the same decorations. There's always poison coat jewel or something else.
Yeah, the attack jewels are insanely rare.
I started selling poison coats because I get so many of them.
Oh man,
the decoration farming. I never got into it. I mean, like, people are like, I finally got my attack jewel, such and such in. I have 2 attack jewels, and I was, I almost have 600 hours, but that was because of crown farming. I never once hunted something in the attempts to get a jewel, ever.
Yep. I don't know, the whole jewel thing is like, I'm not really bothered about the jewel thing, because it's just pure luck to get them.
Right. So yeah, why would you do? I didn't charm farm either in the previous games. I didn't. It's not interesting to me.
Well, I don't mind charm farming. The previous one, there was a way you could cheekily do it and do it instantly, pretty much. Like, you just all eat for the hidden area, get the best sort of what was it? I think it was crystal Oregon armor, where it gave you you can gather more, you can get a rare chance and all that sort of stuff, and you get extra rewards. Get 10 gold, Farcaster, boom, done, and the quest's done in 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite an effective way of doing it, actually.
I mean, that's not doing what I want to do, which is kill monsters. So.
Yeah, I get you. It's up to you. It's up to how people want to do it, but that's when I needed one. I at least want to get one good charm, which I did. I got a really good charm, and it fit with everything I wanted to get, so...
Oh, wait, no, I did charm farm in 4 Ultimate. I forgot about that. I did it with there was a Rathalos quest on the that map.
Oh yes, Heaven's Mount in
Heaven's
the rocky
Mount.
area. The rocky area. That's where I used to do charm farming. I used to go. Those crystals.
Yes.
Those sort of crystal formations.
Yeah,
you
would
go
charm
through
farm
and,
there, and
yeah.
I would
used to do that.
I would also do the sub quest to break his back. I think it was break his back on that quest.
Yeah, it was.
And then, so you break his back, you cut off his tail, you carve the tail, and you break the head, and it was high chances for rubies, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Higher.
God, yeah, I remember doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, so that's the one time I did do it, but I didn't bother with figuring out my charm table or anything. I didn't care.
Oh yeah, the whole charm table thing. That was really weird how that worked. You got a number, and this was your charm table, and this, if you got poo poo. Or you're doing good. It's really weird how they did that. Why don't they just have just it for everyone?
Yeah, I don't know why they needed a table. Why don't they just make a flat rate for different charms? It doesn't make sense. Why would you lock charms out of different tables? That's so dumb. I'm glad they're away from that. But then again, I mean, is that what's happening with people not getting attack gems? They're not on the right table that day or whatever.
I don't want to think about that.
I don't. Yeah, that's
because that'll annoy me if that's the case.
Well, it would annoy me, even though I'll never do it. It's a bad mechanic. Stop it. Bad Capcom. I'm gonna blame Capcom. That's it. Just blame Capcom because we can't. We can't blame our lovely game director. Can't.
It's a Ryozu-san.
Yeah.
Good guy.
I know. That's why we can't blame him for that. We have to blame Capcom. Even though deep down we know. So, guys, we've hit about an hour of recording. Is there anything else you would like to talk about before we go?
I'm pretty. Yeah, I think you've thrown us all the questions I would actually want to answer. Really, I can't think of anything else, buddy.
Yeah, no, we've talked about quite a lot actually.
Yeah,
Lots of non-Monster Hunter stuff as well. It's been quite fun.
No, I mean it's kind of par for the course now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, they should come up with more content.
yeah, more content will be nice.
We'll blame them for my side tracks. Yes, we're totally professional here. Totally.
Impressive, yes, 100% professional.
Well, thank you, hunters, for joining us today. This early morning for me, and kind of late morning for you guys. Maybe mid morning.
11
Yeah, it's
a.m.
about 11. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta leave for work soon.
Oh, Jesus.
So thanks again for joining us. This is Fortuan at Hunters Hub Pod. You'll see little dash Fortuan after that name on Twitter. So you can see me there. And I will see you guys next quest. And on that quest, where will you be, SoHellkite?
You can find me on YouTube, like YouTube/SoHellkite. I make very dumb videos. That's pretty much it. And same for Twitter. That's pretty much it for me.
Okay. And what about you, WolfyMelon?
Well, if you love Monster Hunter music, then just search for WolfyMelon on YouTube. I'm currently working on the Behemoth theme, actually, which is obviously a Final Fantasy theme. But I thought, hey, why not? And I play lots of Monster Hunter music on the piano. So there you go. If you like that sort of thing.
Yeah. I wanted to mention to you earlier, if you do get Octopath, listen to the music. The music is great. So great.
Oh, okay.
Due to unforeseen circumstances,